Birthed from the minds of Community's Dan Harmon and actor Justin Roiland comes Rick and Morty, an Adult Swim show that has quickly gained a huge fan following and at the time of this recording has just been renewed for a third season. Now, I've made no secret in the past my love of dark comedy as well as my love of animation. I think more than any other show, this was something that the fans of Late to the Party have been pitching for me to do for a very long time. And while I can't exactly pinpoint the exact reason that kept me away from the show for so long, I do know the thing that finally pushed me over the edge to check it out was when Rick and Morty actually had a bit of a crossover with The Simpsons. I mean, Simpsons crossovers don't happen every day. Those are special honors reserved for shows like The Critic and Family Guy and Futurama in the later seasons. And okay, let's just move on. The show itself is a spiritual successor to a number of Roland's own wonderfully demented internet shorts wherein he provides the voices, mainly the adventures of Doc and Marty. How twisted is Justin Roiland? Well, this is the IMDb picture that he chose. As the name might suggest, that short, and indeed Rick and Morty as a whole, is a riff on Back to the Future's own Doc Brown and Marty. The big twist being, what if Marty McFly had even worse luck, and what if Doc Brown was crazy in the real dangerous kind of ways instead of the cute wacky kind of ways. Also, it's important to note, unlike Back to the Future, Rick is Morty's blood grandfather, a change that I can only imagine was put in there to, help skirt what I can only imagine is a complicated copyright situation. The average episode of the series involves Rick pulling Morty away from his regular life to help him with some crazy harebrained scheme that takes them all around time and space with the help of Rick's handy-dandy portal gun. I mentioned the Back to the Future connection before, and honestly, while there is a lot of that, there's even more Doctor Who in this show, especially as it moves along, and especially when Morty's strong-willed sister Summer joins in on her brother and grandfather's adventures. FYI, her thing is that she's not very impressed by any of it. Plus, who doesn't love a redheaded companion, am I right?
Dad, I need a ride to work.
Maybe Rick can give you a ride. I'm helping Morty with science.
I'm busy.
Doing what?
Anything else?
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, welcome to the club, pal.
I also really don't want to overlook the importance of Morty's parents, who hold down the more grounded aspects of Rick and Morty as a show. Every episode we get a look into their strained marriage and the lengths they go to try and save it. I was shocked, A, by how much screen time they're given, and B, by just how engaging and ultimately heart-tugging their segments are. They truly feel like real people with real problems right next to all the crazy stuff like robot dogs and theme parks inside hobos. At its heart, Rick and Morty is a dark comedy with the emphasis on the dark part. Rick is presented as a drunken, sexist, dangerous sociopath who continues to endanger the lives of his family for personal gain and sometimes just for the hell of it. Rick definitely belongs to that same group as Sherlock in Dr. House. The I'm such an asshole, but I'm so fun to watch being an asshole you can't help but fall in love with me. And yet, as time goes on, you begin to see glimpses of his better nature, what little might actually be there to begin with. And despite his many flaws, he does end up saving the day from time to time, even if he does it for wholly selfish reasons.
Cover me! Oh man! I don't want to shoot nobody! They're just robots, Morty! It's okay to shoot them, they're robots! Sing to death! Someone call his wife and children! They're not robots, Rick! It's a figure of speech, Morty! They're bureaucrats! I don't respect them! Just keep shooting, Morty!
Morty is an equally interesting case as far as characters go. He's not exactly good at anything, but he's also not near the idiot everyone, especially Rick, seems to paint him as. He does, however, seem to love his grandfather and takes the brunt of his abuse with little more than mild annoyance most of the time. The best moments for me are the moments when Morty comes to realize that sometimes there is indeed a meaning behind Rick's chaotic madness.
Just don't run! Nobody exists on purpose! Nobody belongs anywhere! Everybody's gonna die! Come watch TV!
The show, in my mind, really opens up once they hit upon the idea of multiverses, with multiple different versions of Rick and Morty that exist in them. In fact, the show borrows the whole Council of Reeds concept from the Fantastic Four and gives us the Council of Ricks to really great effect. This is all part of the show's really interesting and well-constructed lore. You see, because Rick just isn't the smartest man on Earth, he may very well be one of the smartest beings in the multiverse, and because of that, he often comes under attack from those who would hope to use his invention inventions for evil, or for more evil, I should say. Now, science fiction and comedy have always been something of a tightrope act, which is why the movies and TV shows that manage to pull it off are often so well remembered by fans. Rick and Morty is definitely one of these shows. Lots of cool scientific concepts get floated out, but it never gets in the way of the weird, more violent, or more scatological humor. On the animation side of things, the show has a unique design that's not exactly eye-popping, but every so often we are treated to a cool chase or well-designed monster. Honestly, at the end of the day, Rick and Morty is the kind of show that really defies all logical explanation, and that's part of its charm. It's certainly not for everyone. Heck, I wasn't even sure it was for me until a couple episodes in. But if you like your comedy on the darker side or enjoy themes of science in your animated adventure show, then perhaps this series is for you. Rick and Morty is currently in the middle of its second season as I record this episode, and season 1 is on DVD. Until next time, everyone, I was late to this party, but now I'm happy to be here.
Your right foot forward and your left foot back, then slide around like on a Nordic track.